Hi everyone, this is Ariel, and today is Friday, January 26, 2024, and this is your reading for today. I am going to be pulling again from the Chakra Wisdom Tarot card deck, and I'm going to ask and set the intention to find whatever it is that, or to shed light on whatever it is that we need to start paying attention to so we can start transforming that energy into something that aligns with our highest self. Okay, here we go. So we've got the Eight of Coins, Justice, and the Two of Cups. Okay, so it seems like we are in a significant part of our journey in terms of balancing and truth. It seems we're balancing the truth of who we are. We are finally finding a nice balance between the good parts of us and the not so good parts of us. And because we're slowly beginning to find that balance, we're beginning to see what's being offered to us, and we're learning which things to start choosing from, which things to start focusing upon that will bring us more. We want to amplify the things that feel good and transform the things that don't feel as good, you know? And I think changing your perspective on what you view as bad, quote unquote, and looking at it as more of like a chance to transform yourself, a chance to change. If you look at how anything in the world works, especially nature, how intuitive nature is and how naturally they flow from one thing to the next, it seems like nothing in nature takes things personally. And when something not what we perceive as not so good happening, they just flow right into it and they move on to the next thing and the next thing. And that's sort of what we need to do. We need to start looking at situations that aren't quite in alignment with who we are and shifting our perspective so that we can start acting more in alignment with love and kindness and things that are more on the higher end of the frequency table. And when we do that, we bring about better emotions, and when we bring about better emotions, we manifest all the things that we want, you know. And that's ultimately the goal here, is we want to be able to bring things out of the unified field and into the physical realm and experience the process of creation. And right now you're in the middle of learning how to create yourself. After years of conditioning, after years of following what other people are telling you to do, you realize that, hey, no, I get to choose how I move forward and how I live the rest of my life out. And now you're beginning to do the work, the inner work. It always starts inside. You're beginning to do the inner work so that the outer work will begin, so that the outer or your environment will start reflecting the work that you're doing on the inside. I think a good tool for this is to remember, or to kind of be observant of what's being reflected back at you. And to measure your change, a true measure of change is when things aren't changing, but your reactions do. I mean, it's normal to have that initial reaction where you kind of just want to jump out of your skin, or your first reaction is anxiousness. But when you notice those first reactions and you notice how before, when you used to act on them and they wouldn't turn out well, or the results would be kind of lame, you reflect on those, and then you remember, hey, no, I don't want to go down that path again. I don't want to repeat that energetic cycle. And so that is your opportunity to make changes, to just first it might just start in your head, you know. First it might just be making that decision that, no, I don't want to feel that, and sending that love and choosing the better feeling thought. Sometimes it's just going to be there in your head, and then eventually it'll turn into action. It'll be, okay, I'm noticing this, And so I'm going to act in this way. And that's how you build different momentum in different directions. And I guess on the opposite end of the scale, that's why change is so hard. But now that you know that it is, and now that you understand how to move forward within that change, or to accept and understand how change works, then everything in your life is just going to flow so easily. There's no reason to take anything personally. Take it as a challenge, as an opportunity for you to better yourself in your life, because the universe doesn't give you things that you cannot handle. And that's an important thing to remember. All right, so on top of this, I'm going to pull from the Dream Oracle card deck. And I just want to say that I know it seems like there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, but other people's reality doesn't have to be yours. So it's really about focus. Where you focus is where energy flows. And the beautiful thing about freedom is you get to choose where you focus your attention. Okay, so ceremony. Honor how far you've come. As you move forward into this new version of yourself, I'm going to bring this out just a little bit so you can see the whole card. Okay, so honor how far you've come. So as you begin to shift into this new person that you're transforming into, take some time to reflect on who you were before, because sometimes it takes that simple reminder or that simple reflection to realize how much you've accomplished so far. Don't be hard on yourself. That's what life is about. It's a journey, it's a process, it's understanding creation. And you're not just creating things outside of yourself, you're constantly creating a different version of you, a better version of you every single time. And so with that said, I just want to conclude this reading by sending you so much love and so much compassion and understanding. And I love how beautiful life is and that you are here tuning into my reading today. I hope you have a great Friday. Thank you for tuning in.